you wanted the best, you've got the best podcast, the hottest podcast in the world. The Chris Voss Show, the preeminent podcast with guests so smart you may experience serious brain bleed. Get ready. Strap yourself in. Keep your hands, arms, and legs inside the vehicle at all times, because you're about to go on a monster education roller coaster with your brain. Now, here's your host, Chris Voss.
Hi, folks. Chris Voss here from the ChrisVossShow.com, the ChrisVossShow.com. Hey, we're coming here with another great podcast. We certainly appreciate you guys tuning in. Guys, be sure to refer the show to your friends, neighbors, relatives. Get them involved in the show. Get them watching. Get them listening. Get them, just make their lives better. Be nice to your friends. Care about them. Say, subscribe to the Chris Voss Show now or else. No, don't be that way. Anyway, guys, go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss. See all the books we're reading and reviewing over there. You can also go to all of our groups on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, all these different groups that we have out there, Instagram, where you can follow the show. You can see the different people that are on the show and all that good stuff. Today, we have an amazing CEO on the show with us. She is the CEO of an app called Petzbe. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Andrea Nerep is the founder and CEO of Petzbe. It's a social media network where pet owners share their pets' daily lives from the perspective of the pet. Before Petzbe, she worked in various early stage startups. She has a BSc in communications and an MSc in, I think it's a BS and an MS in public relations and corporate communications. She built Petzbe from scratch through her passion for pets, psychology, business, and community building. And she's originally from Stockholm, Sweden. She moved to New York City in 2014, is still living there. In addition to Sweden and New York City, she's lived in Amsterdam, the Netherlands, Buenos Aires, Argentina, as well as the south of Spain. Welcome to the show, Andrea. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Good. And it's the Petzbe is the name of the app?
Yes, that is correct.
There you go. And you can download on both iTunes and Android. Is that correct?
Yes, exactly.
There you go. I know that because I downloaded it on Android. Welcome to the show. Congratulations on the app that you've got launched. I've gotten a chance to play with it for a bit. Give us your plug so people can find you and the app on the interwebs.
So if you go to Google Play, you can just search for Petzbe. Same for iTunes or Apple Store, and then you can also find this on our website, which is www.petsviville.com.
There you go. So this is pretty cool. What made you finally decide to launch this and really get involved? We covered a little bit in the bio, but what was the real motivator for you and what brought you to that point of wanting to make this your app?
For me, it was very simple inspiration behind it, because it all started when I adopted my dog Angus, and he's a little Brussels Griffon. He's the co-CEO of Petzbe. He's a cute monkey, very peculiar personality and looks. And when I adopted him, I experienced this kind of new love I never experienced before. And I obviously, and I still am, completely obsessed with him. I wouldn't engage in social activities unless he would join me. If we were walking on the streets, I would pick him up to kiss him and hug him all the time because he was so cute. And then, of course, there are the photos and videos, and you're not talking about 10 or videos or photos a day, but about 100. And I would even go so far that I got into the perspective of, if he spoke to me, I wonder what voice he would have and what would he say and which profession he would have. And as I started to connect with other dog owners in New York City, I realized this was actually a quite common thing. People have very defined voices and personas for their pets. And Angus, he would be like this little snooty British man, always looking at me like, I'm not a dog, when I would tell him to do things. And he's very regal. And so this thing really inspired me to create Petzbe, because I wanted a community where we become our pets. And this is the only thing that we see there. We're not exposed to any drama on traditional social media, and we don't see anything that has to do with humans, but it is a little pretend world where we get to communicate from the perspective of their pets. And a lot of people live out their alter egos and they become this really magnificent persona on the app. And it's really loving and cute community. And I love everyone there. They're amazing.
And you talk about the relationship people that have dogs have with their dogs. I have 2 Siberian Huskies. So they each have their own voice when I voice them. I think it was about 10 or 12 years into owning 2 Siberian Huskies that I realized that I'd been talking to them for 12 years, but they'd never talked back. And I'd imagine they'd talk back in my head, but I don't know. There's like a whole level of maybe I should be committed at this point. When people hear me talk to my dogs, they're just like, "Are you okay, man? Like, you seem like you might be losing it."
Yeah. And then if you don't, when you start talking to other people, you're like, oh, thank God I'm not alone in doing it.
And like you say, I take 50 trillion pictures and videos. I almost take more pictures. There are more pictures of my dogs than there are of me.
I have no pictures of me or my partner or any vacations or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. All my friends know. They're like, all we know is he's some guy who owns a couple of beautiful Huskies. Like, we don't know. So you created a social network where people can go on an app and they don't have to see all the other crap that's on social media. They can just see beautiful dogs and share and interact with each other. Can they set, it's probably a great way for networking with people in your area. They can set play dates or meet at the dog park and stuff.
We wanted to keep it really as behind the pets. So we have been contemplating whether play dates and stuff would make sense. But I think it's really that you are your pets that creates the community. And then I know a lot of people have become friends as humans outside the community. And we have a Facebook group where humans of the pets can connect to.
There we go. So there you can do the play dates. But so basically you post a picture and you say it's theirs. You act as like your dog when you're posting the pictures and saying what you think.
Yeah. It's like it's very specific personalities, and they talk about things that are like, oh, my human is so silly, like, I'm on a diet, or someone stole my toy today, I'm so upset, or it's really just, if you imagine what a pet would speak about to other pets, and they're always very loving and open with each other, very supportive. And my dog Angus, he thinks he's like the most handsome dog in the whole world. He always uses, I'm like James Dean, but more handsome. And then he's a hashtag, oh, so handsome. He's really quite bizarre persona on it, where he just, it's a little bit obnoxious.
Yeah. These dogs are fun. So what are some of the other aspects of the app that you can tell us about?
So we have a lot of pet-centric features, like if you want to share how you feel for the day, it's like feeling snuggly, like tail wag, purry, all of the pet-centric language. You can choose from our stickers and frames. If you go on the app, you sniff someone, that is a follow. If you lick, then you're liking a photo. You add stickers on it like sniff me, or like grumpy, or like silly human. And you can also dress up with hats and wigs for the stickers, which are very popular, jewelry. And then we have themes every week. So now it's flower power with a power. And it's like a little hippie inspired flower bands and a van and music and vinyl records. And so it's a lot of features to live in this world of the pet. And it's really amazing because I think it's a quite basic human need to be able to be creative. And Petsbe allows you to get creative with photos and videos for your pet, but it without pressure. Because often when you share something to other humans or from a human perspective, you kind of get the pressure of how other people will think about the content. But when you go in as a pet and share, like, no one is going to judge you. And you can compare to other pets also.
Yeah. I'm looking at the app now. I'm going down through my feed. I'd follow the Petzbe press community, but you can go in, you can search for other users, different species, different breeds that you may like. I always like looking at other Siberian Huskies. I've had 4, so I love my Siberian Huskies. So you can search for those. You can search for topics. So you can use hashtags on here and stuff to search.
You can use hashtags. They're quite popular. We have some that are always running, like How I Met Your Human, for instance. Then there are very cute stories of their first encounter with a human, whether they got rescued from a shelter or maybe the excitement of meeting them for the first time. So it's like pets sharing the stories. We have Lend a Paw, which is from our monthly charity campaign, because every third Sunday of the month, Petzbe has this campaign called Lend a Paw. And for each photo shared this day with the hashtag, we donate $1 to an animal cost of that chose for that month. And so far, we donated over $120,000 to different causes. And so that's a very popular one, too. Everyone gets ready for Lend a Paw in advance.
And then you also have, you can create a question on different categories and get people's responses and stuff. And it looks like you got quite a few people using the app, too, from all the likes and follows I'm seeing. People are they're talking a lot on here, especially in the question section. Yeah, people are obsessed with their animals, and they are. I love mine, but so this is much better than being on Facebook too, because on Facebook you got to deal with all sorts of riffraff, and over here you just play with your animals.
Yeah, and it's also great space for younger people to be in. It's very innocent in a sense, and our age groups is very wide. It's anything from 10 to 65 of people using, but all connecting over their pets. And we don't allow human selfies, or people are not allowed to talk about politics or anything.
There you go.
Yeah, it's kind of beautiful in the way that two people can sit in a community and tell each other that they love each other and they're so nice to each other. But if they met as humans, they might have been separated because of political views or anything, or social standing or whatever. But here you come along together for just one common passion, and that's their pet.
I think this is funny. A new post, please lick. It's the lick and the sniff. That's cute. And so you can, let's see, there's my notifications. You can take a picture, smile for the camera, or upload a photo and video. You can flip around for selfies, although you want a dog selfie. But this is pretty cool. You've got different subjects in here like health and wellness, behavior and training, people just talking about making games. Does your owner take 50 photos from you every day? Yeah. I used to do that when they were puppies. I just film them extensively, just constantly film them when they're puppies, because the puppy disappears so quick, like 2 weeks it's gone. You're like, what happened to the puppy? Suddenly when it goes from something that fits in your hand, then it's 5 hours long, and you're like, that was over quick. That escalated quickly. What other aspects of the app can we talk about?
Let's see.
You can search topics. There's categories. This is really cute. There's a lot of these folks have crowns and stuff on there. They've added stuff to their animals. Exactly.
They, added stickers and frames onto it.
Yeah. Here's one with hearts. These are really cute.
Yeah.
And people get really creative when they describe their thing, when they describe their animal and stuff. So that's really cute. It's funny how we just have this love affair with our animals. They love us unconditionally. Why not?
They do, and they're amazing in that way. And it's a very, how can you say, it's a simple love between a human and their pets. There's not, it's not that complex.
Yeah.
Could be between two humans.
I have to bribe mine constantly. They get lots of doggy treats. Big, what is it called? Best Bully sticks or something. I think I buy it for them all the time. And they get chicken at night. So mine are pretty spoiled, but I do that so that I can make up for them putting up with me. They're like, oh, this guy again? Seriously? This guy with his whole get in here and do things.
What are you even doing here? And who are you?
Yeah. Quit digging in the yard. He's always trying to tell us what to do. What a jerk. But no, this is really great. And you've got an iPhone and Android. What do you see the future of the app becoming? It looks like you got quite a few users on here. Do you have any visions for the future and what your plans are?
Yes, definitely. So currently when you go in the app, it's very much it's there for an emotional appeal. You get to share and be creative and connect with other pet owners. But we also want to add an element of becoming more practical, rewarding as well, as in monetary or discounts on products and services. What we're going to do is to create certain in-app actions, let's say like positivity post of the day. And if you do one, you get a point. Or if you share something positive with someone else using a hashtag, you get a point. And these points can, by the end of the month, be transferred as discounts on products and services. So it's like a gamification where they get rewarded for certain actions. And we are also now doing the same thing where we have opened up exclusive partnerships for pet companies.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have daily pop-up quizzes that they can sponsor in order for them to interact with our audience in a fun and engaging way. Instead of just showing ads, it's a way for them to, through quizzes, like silly little questions, true or false, is a warm nose an indicator of that a pet is sick? And they can select, and if they get it right, it could also be a point leading to products on discounts on their products and services. So I believe in rewarding users somehow monetary through discounts, and that's the next step that we're moving to.
Now on your guys' website, you also have a store and people can invest in the company. Tell us a bit about both of those. At
the store, it's our product, Salmon Breath Mints, and that is the pet's version of what a breath mint would be. They're made of 100% salmon, a wild Alaskan salmon. And they come in little vintage style tin boxes. So exactly what a human mint is, but it's a salmon mint. Mm-hmm. They smell really distinguished smell of salmon. It's like you open it like, oh, but the pets love it. And if you shake the tin, both cats and dogs come running. They think it's delicious because it's so natural. And so that's the first product we started off with. Mm-hmm. And what was yours? Oh, yeah. And then we are also allowing the public to invest in our company through a service called Start Engine. So basically you can go in and invest. It's a minimum amount of around $200 and you become a part of our community and you become an investor.
Wow. And you guys are doing quite well with this. You've raised $56,000. You have a $14 million valuation. And there's even a price per share. So the value of if you invest can go up based upon the shares.
Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty freaking awesome. And wow. Yeah. I didn't even know they had this Start Engine stuff. I'd heard they were doing different stuff, but yeah, this is pretty amazing. So congratulations that way.
Yeah, it is really cool because it gives people an opportunity to, you don't have to have huge amount of money, but you can put a smaller amount of money into something that has huge growth potential. And I think Petsbe has shown very fast growth. And, within a year, we increased our user base with 10x. We have so many, plans for the future and constantly being innovative because we're so close contact with our community. And sometimes we do service with them and we get tons of responses of what they want. So I think it's always listen very closely to your audience and take the concept from there.
That's really cool. I like how people can invest in it and get a part of it. It makes it feel like they're more part of the community. You also have looks like a mobile game app called Petsviville. Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, yeah, that's a wonderful world. Basically, it's a mini mobile app game, or it's a mobile app game that has mini games in it. And it's called Petsviville, and you can explore this huge world there's a big forest that has a lot of different tasks that you can get from the animals in the forest. You can go and visit the tree house. You go into the cool city and you can play little mini games and visit the Rad Rat bar. And there's so many different parts of this world where you go and play mini game, but also interact with other players. And this is something that we're hoping to launch by late summer. And it's also a great opportunity for companies to collaborate with us, because if they want to go in and have a mini game, for instance, that is correlated with their product, then they get to be a part of this world. We believe in building interactive experiences for companies where they give our audience something fun and a fun experience. And that's the way you build top of mind awareness for your brand. I really like that approach. You can call it advertising, but it's more engaging with a community in a fun way.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So you can do social media, you can play the game. You can totally unplug from all these toxic social media networks and just have fun with your dogs and stuff.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything more we need to cover on the app and what it does?
For me, we're constantly adding new features and stickers, etc. But what the app really is the community. And I think that's the key point. You can have a lot of fancy features and fun features, but for us, it's really how tight the community is, how active they are, and how nice they are with each other. And that's something that I will continue to stress. But in terms of app features, I don't have anything to add. No.
Okay. That sounds awesome, man. I downloaded the app. I'm playing with it now. So I guess I got to make two different profiles, one for me and one for my two. I have two dogs. So I got to make one for each dog, and they have their own thing. And I'll have to remember which profile I'm on.
Or maybe they can share one too, because soon we're releasing a feature
really?
where you can have multiple accounts in one account, so you can just switch between them.
That'll be good. That'll be good.
Sharing, then you'll soon be able to switch.
I think this is cool. There's a lot of people using the app from what I can see and everything else. So this will be really nice. Give us the .coms where people can go to download it and find out more about what you guys are doing.
So it's Petzbe.com. You can check out the website. And from there, if you're on phone, you can also directly download the app.
Check it out, guys. My dogs will be on there, Freya and Rocky. I've got Freya up. I just need to go put Rocky and add her in now. And then we'll be having some fun with it because we do social media. Half my social media is my dogs. I've had people actually say, I can't stand Chris and all the stupid stuff he says on social media, but I follow him for his dogs. So there's that. So anyway, thank you very much, Andrea, for being on the show and sharing us the wonderful thing. People will be able to check it out on the Chris Voss Show. There'll be a link. You can download the iPhone app or Android app or go to their website and all that good stuff. So thank you very much for coming on and spending the time with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It was really great. Thank you.
To my audience, be sure to see this video on youtube.com/Chris Voss. Go to goodreads.com/Chris Voss. Go to all our groups on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, all those different places. You can see everything we're doing. You can even see us now on Petsviville. Freya and Rocky will be over there. So watch for those guys. Make sure you give them a lick. Is that what I'm supposed to say? I will
definitely sniff and lick. I promise.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Andrea, for being here. We certainly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.